through your brain how much of a dog he is.
He is.
He is. He's more of a dog than you.
Yeah, potentially. No.
Yeah.
Also, you can't laugh at how I run when I can still beat you in a race.
I think I might just pip you after seeing that.
No, never. We'll go out into the car park after this.
You shoot yourself. I shoot myself.
Yeah, you did yesterday.
Oh God, that was fun.
Right, welcome back to Implexus, A Whole Lot of Nothing, episode 14 now. Yeah, let's start. Normal
Nice.
10 seconds. 10 seconds go.
Of something that happened to me that I enjoyed. Nothing has filled my weekend with joy. I had a powerlifting comp on Saturday, rugby on Sunday, so it was a sport-filled weekend for me.
Do you want to talk about the powerlifting comp?
Powerlifting comp went really well. It was English champs, handled 2 lifters, Jill in the morning and Murph in the afternoon, and both ended up being English champs. So
Nice.
very successful, yeah. And all pretty much Murph had a 9 out of 9 day, Jill had an 8 out of 9 day, but only because we scrapped the last deadlift because she was already winning and there was no point, and she's got British in 5 weeks. So it was like, let's just save yourself for that. So happy days. And then my daughter played nines rugby league on Sunday and was champion. So just
Where'd she get that
come
from?
from a different club.
Yeah.
Obviously me. The talented one, the big dog.
Does she not play Union?
She does play Union as well, yeah. But just Union is just finished now, so league between the summer and the winter. Joyful. It never stops.
Yeah.
Were you?
Went to Wensleydale with my other half and Bruce. We just had a nice little hike, 6 miler, and then we came back, went to House of Cocoa for the sampling, like an evening meal menu. So they're only going to do it for a short amount of time to see if it's going to work out and stuff. But
Is that in Leeds?
yeah, really nice. It's taken over the old coffee shop. It's next to Little Tokyo, around the back, near the
nice.
Coin Exchange. And they said small plates, so we're like, fuck, we'll just order loads. And then we did, and we were just like,
Too much.
fucking eyes bigger than our bellies and stuff. But the food was really, really good. Yeah.
I've seen you at an all-you-can-eat.
Have you?
Yes, at Christmas.
Yeah, but that was shit. They like brought over like the shit meat at the start and then just stopped serving us.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You should definitely fucking go to Blue Sakura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any cheese from Wensleydale?
No, but they've got a chocolate factory there as well, so we're going to go back there. I've been to the cheese factory back in the day, but I've not been for about 3-4 years now. It is good. Cheese is good.
Good cheese.
Bruce likes cheese.
I like cheese.
Very lactose intolerant, but I don't give a shit. She does though.
Because she's got to clean up the spew.
No, she's got to put up the fucking volcano ass over here.
Yeah. Both of you.
What?
Both
yeah.
of you.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't really have much. I've had a very dull week, very busy in here. I don't think I've left here really that much. I trained for the first time for about 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, quad off. Bone again.
I still, how did you even say? I was the one that wasn't sick.
Yeah,
I was
plus-
That's
fine.
because you've had like 3 years of recovery between each session.
That's not how that works.
You're like so fresh. I'm like, oh my God. One day again.
You spewed
Dying.
like twice as well.
Yeah.
I
Very
literally
close.
spewed twice. It was,
Yeah,
it was the
pussy.
worst. It's not my finest moment, I just have to say. I hold my hands up.
There's Jen saying that she does this every week. She's like, oh yeah, I send it every week. I try really, really hard.
Absolutely, I work so hard. I work
So-
so hard, guys.
So I was like, all right, okay, I'll join you for this leg session. And then it all went downhill. We got off the hack squat, the first exercise, we got off the hack squat, and you just went white.
I don't even know. I feel like I was coming down with an illness. It's so bad. Yeah. not great from me. Not a great showing from me. Next week.
Yep. Anyway, it was fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
It was good.
You have put like all the most disgusting leg exercises together for me to do every Monday. I used to actually. I was like, why do people put on like Instagram like, oh, I'm gonna miss leg day, go, you know, like you go and do that, I'll bypass it. I was like, what? Like what a set of pussies, like I love leg day, it's great. Don't enjoy leg day anymore. It literally gives me nightmares. And like Sunday, I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna have pain for 3 days. But anyway.
Yeah.
Still got legs bigger than you though, Wiley.
Fuck off. Not a chance. You got piles bigger than you probably. From prolapsing at the bottom of the
Don't start that
squat.
rumour again, please.
Anyway, right, let's get into today's topic. So, we're going to talk about, it's probably going to be it's probably not going to be a quick one knowing us. We're going to talk about getting into the gym, what to look for, or how to even get into the gym in the first place, how to be like, right, okay, I'm going to take the step of doing physical activity. Then potentially, like, do you look for a coach? Do you just look for a plan? What do you do when you are there? And then potential steps to like progress forward. So
are we talking in the sense like you are on your own and you have no friends, or are we talking about when you like back in the day you go with your friends and stuff?
Do both, I suppose.
Let's talk about maybe like personal experience of like how each of us stepped foot in a gym for like the very first time, like how we got into physical activity.
Yeah.
Then we'll give like an advice as to just, it is a lone person, they are alone, no friends, no nothing. They think, right, I'm about to die, I should do physical activity.
Oh hell.
Or not, I'm about to die, I will die if I don't do physical activity.
The thing is, it's quite easy now, you've got so much social media though, but what are we talking about back in the day when we started?
Let's do when we started.
Oh my
Well, we
God.
started back in the day, right? So I remember I started it was in school, in high school, but you just went with your mates and stuff. But that was way before, and then I went through a phase of not training weights, and then the last time I came back was university, and around about that time was, it wasn't that time. Just a bit after that when I was working at Fitness First, it was like, you found like Simply Shredded or bodybuilding.com when you got your programs off there, and you and your mates would just do the programs off that. That was a good intro because there was no social media back then.
What was the magazine? Men's
Health.
Yay.
No. You want something more hardcore, you would go on the interwebs for that.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding.com, Simply Shredded.
Yeah.
They were the sick ones. Muscle and Fitness was good because they always got like the biggest stars in the Olympia at the point, and they put all their programs on there as well. So like Jay Cutler's and Coleman's and stuff like that. That was really, really cool.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, that wasn't one of the main drivers, but I think that got me into the easiest way of getting to the gym was going to a council gym with my mates at high school because it was quite a nice and friendly environment. There was no like juice heads there, and you just had an induction, and the staff were like pretty much like middle aged and they're quite friendly and stuff. That was the best way of getting into a gym, I think. Because you're not intimidated, you get taught like what to do, how to behave as well.
Mm-hmm.
I had a slightly different path. Only because I think gyms for me were a place that men went to and not that women would frequent. And then it just didn't appeal to me at all. Obviously I did have the team sport background, and then the only reason I kind of set foot in a gym was because I wanted the kids to do judo at our local gym. So they did that, and then I saw a strength and conditioning coach, and I asked for his help and like got speaking to him just while the kids were playing, like the kids were doing judo. I'd speak to him, and then he said, I'll help you kind of get back to, you know, being able to play netball again. So it's kind of by accident, I suppose. Like I don't think I would have actively sought out to go to a gym.
Females didn't back then.
No,
it was
I
such
think
an
it's more
intimidating place.
prevalent now. I think
It's
with
just
like
dudes.
yeah,
Back
social
then
media.
in the 1900s.
Yeah, makes it like, and it's really good to see like the female population, especially like younger lifters going in powerlifting or whatever it is. But yeah, it was like my generation. It wasn't.
It was like, I reckon it was between, when did I start working at Fitness First? Like 20, was it 2009 or 10? And then from then to like, that was when like females started, you'll see one or two in the main gym floor. And then it was like 2014, that's when it started taking off even more, didn't it?
When you did see females, they were bodybuilding females, so they were big, they were jacked, they were already like that, and it was like really intimidating. It's like,
there was never that sort of in
like
between,
that.
was it?
Yeah,
it was just that.
And you got that thing where I don't want to be big and massive like that, you know. So I don't want to go to a gym and look like that. So it was very like confusing, I think, for at that time. And I think it's definitely easier to go to a gym now, and I think less
so
scary,
much options as well.
Yeah, than it used to be. But I think it is quite a scary, daunting thing to step into when you've never done it before.
Yeah.
You've never been part of a team sport, or you've never, you know, exercised ever. It'll be like, where do I go? What do I do? How do I find this out? So yeah, interesting one for us to kind of pick up on.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So I got in. I don't know. I was a bit of a strange route in. So I did sport like all through school. I was doing sport, but I'd never ever like discovered fitness. It was just sport, and like I was good at like the skill element and like the cardiovascular element. But in year 8, one of my PE teachers was like an ex-military, and it was like piercing down with rain, like storms. We went into the sports hall that had some like gym kit in there. Not really, it was like pull-up bars and stuff.
Sense. This is why I was sick yesterday.
Yeah, and then it literally had like some pull-up bars in and stuff, and it was like, right, okay, it was like we did like a circuit basically. So right, this station's pull-ups, got on the pull-up bar, and I couldn't do it. I was hanging there and I couldn't do one, and I was like, oh fuck, this is never going to happen again in my life. And I just like, I bought myself a pull-up bar. I asked my parents to buy myself a pull-up bar, and I bought a pull-up bar, and I was like doing pull-ups, press-ups, sit-ups, like every night, every morning, religiously.
But you were that guy that pulled yourself up and the fucking thing fell off the door. Did you?
I've never done that.
It's mad that you say that though, because like when I said about the strength and conditioning guy, so we went through that, and then I joined the group that he had with a few other women, and one girl was a farmer, another was a pole dancer, so they had already a good base of like upper body strength. So it was like, right, okay, we're going to see what you like at doing pull-ups, and then they could like knock out like 10 pull-ups like no problem. And he came to me, and I was like really pathetic, and I was like, I don't want to ever feel like that again. So yeah, that's mental that kind of you said that as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then
it's grim being shit.
Yeah. My first experience of like proper, not even proper gym kit. Again, like same school. A year later, we had like, for the first team, we did like a gym session, but the gym was in the cricket pavilion, and it was a preacher curl, a rickety bench press, and a leg extension on the bottom of the bench.
Ones where it's really narrow and you pick the bar from here and you feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Or someone's gonna just drop the bar on your neck, just kill you off.
It was literally one of them. So we were just like preacher curling and bench pressing and leg extension, and just did that like a million times over, and like went outside and did some bodyweight squats, and that was like literally it. And then after that, I was like, okay, like this is fun. Like I enjoyed that. So then I dragged one of my mates to the local leisure centre and just tried to max out the chest press, like as soon as possible. I was like,
they're always like the most welcoming, friendliest places. But what you find is that the members, because they're often like older generation, they're all like, oh, you're being too loud, or they just didn't like change. So if you went there with your mates and you're hanging around, and because you were. Like, not that you're fucking around, but they'd always like moan about stuff, or you changing the music and shit like that.
Yeah.
But the council gyms always have like really good kit. I remember in Newcastle, we just all had like hammer strength, life fitness stuff, and that stuff's really expensive, and the quality's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny though that like, I don't know, all of us had very like quite similar experiences like getting into the gym, and it's like, it's I suppose what people should be doing. Like they should be looking at themselves like, right, okay, I can't do a pull-up or I can't do a press-up. Like, they are pretty basic standards of like human movement that like you should be able to do, like body weight squats, lunges. Again, like what we spoke about last week, how to like coordinate yourself. So being able just to get into, when you can't do that, having the, I don't know, the self-discipline maybe to be like, right, okay, I can't do it, so I need to do it, and I need to push myself.
You'd be so surprised how many people are so like fucking deluded. Like, I used to do the Ministry of Defence tests, and I think you had to run, I can't remember, it was like 2K, then you had to do X amount of press-ups and sit-ups and plank and stuff. And I remember like these people show up and they can just about scrape past the running. Then we do the press-ups and I'll lie on the floor and put my fist out and the chest has got to touch. And the amount of times you just don't touch, or the sit-ups are just pathetic. Or there was a time where a kid came and he was like, didn't want to judge straight away, but he was like really overweight and he was wearing jeans, and I was like, "What? Where's your kit?" And he was wearing like skateboarding shoes, like big fat DCs. I was like, I know what they're like. And they're like bricks. You're not running in those.
Yeah.
Have you not got any kit? No, I haven't got any kit. So it's a fucking exam. So I says, right, okay, give him some spare shorts. And he just held on. So I said, take your hands off. Take your hands off. I'm gonna give you one more warning. If you don't take your hands off, I'm gonna stop you. I stopped him, and he started crying. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I just had this kid just crying on me, but at the same time, it's like, you know what you signed up to. You can't, but they're just delusional. They just think they can just come in. It's a cakewalk. That kid never came back though. Whereas sometimes some of them fail, and they'll come back like months later, and they'll do it again, and they'll smash it.
Yeah.
Which is really good to see.
Yeah. We used to do them at Village, and we had, it was like a 2.4K run.
Yeah.
And
Under 10 minutes was something. I can't remember what it was.
Like, I think it was 12 minutes. I can't remember. But yeah, like this kid like died on the run, and then I think I did. I think I did press ups. No, I did sit ups next.
Sit-ups, then press ups, innit?
And he couldn't. He was just there on the floor. I was like, right, because
Flapping.
this was for the Navy one, and he was like, to have your elbows touch the ground and then elbows touch your knee. He like touched the ground, and he like couldn't move after that. I was like, oh dear.
How many people did you make cry?
0.
You must have made you feel. But if I made them cry, you definitely would have made them cry.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But you know, sometimes when they walk in, you're just like, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You've not got a chance. Where sometimes they come in like, yeah, you've clearly, you got your proper running
Got a
shoes
bit
on
of
you. You've
something.
come here,
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. I did that a long time ago.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I did the 2.4, 1 minute rest, 2.4, 60 press ups in under 2 minutes was the max score, and 60 sit ups in under 2 minutes. That's for the Royal Marines.
Gross.
Nice.
That was when I could run. But yeah. Right. So
Back on track.
Yeah.
we have a person that isn't in the gym. They want to get into the gym, but they don't know how. What's your like first? What would you say to that person? Like how do you take the first step?
There's different ones though, isn't there? So there's people who might need, like I know you were saying, that don't have any friends, but might need some intervention from someone and a little bit of care to be like, maybe this would be a good idea. Shall we go and have a look at places and do something? So there's people like that. There's people who actually take the initiative and say, I would like to, be able to do a push-up or a pull-up or function better. I want to be able to, live to a certain age and be able to go up and down the stairs and do normal things. I've got a client at the moment, Sarah, and she's never set foot in a gym, and she turned 60 and she said, I feel like I've retired and I've got the time and I want to be able to, to move. And it took her all this time to be able to, take the time to come into the gym and seek some advice. But she did that as well. She didn't just come in and go, just going to have a little go around the gym. She actually wanted someone to guide her. So I think there's definitely different levels.
I think if someone that's never done anything, I would I would advise to just go to a local leisure centre or a council gym where it's predominantly machines and not too much free weights. Although obviously, for what we do and stuff like that, free weights and barbell work is so important. So many benefits in health and that. I just do feel like if you're completely nervous, never done any sort of sports, sticking to machines for like your first year and stuff, or having like an induction with the gym and having someone just take you around or go with your friend.
I think that's scary. So for me, like personally, when I first set foot in the gym and I'd never seen machines before, it was like there's 5 machines to do a chest press. Like, oh shit, which one do I use? And it was like, that was daunting. So even machines, like especially when you go into a big gym that's dense with equipment, it's like, holy shit, like hack squat or different levels of leg press, or
we were just basically left with like, I remember there used to be like loads of like cards and stuff. Let's say you wanted to train chest today, and there'll be a card you pick up and it'll just be like machine 1, 2, 3 rep ranges and sets. So that sort of thing was really, really helpful for us. But yeah, a
lot of machines do have like instructions on as well, don't they? But I do think it is quite daunting, and just speaking from personal experience, that was, I know, like maybe as a young boy, or even as I don't know if it's a genre thing, because that might be, I don't know, not the right thing to say. But as a female setting foot in the gym for the first time, I think and never seeing these machines, it's quite like daunting. So for me, I would say definitely seek out advice from people that are in the gym, from a PT who knows what he's doing, so you can get at least a few weeks where it's like, okay, this would be a good idea to train, you know, this muscle group, or what do you want to achieve by coming in? Maybe as a first start too. It's like, what do I want to do? I don't know. It doesn't help. But yeah, if you explain to someone what you want to do, and that's why we're here, aren't we? It's like, I always say when we have someone walk in the gym and they've never done like anything before, it's like, if you like to have a go in the gym and, you know, find your way around, it's quite small and intimate, and there's a good community. However, there's really good PTs who know what they're talking about, have a lot of experience, who can guide you. So if you find that you are just kind of milling around and spinning wheels and you don't really know what's happening, it'd be a good idea to, you know, seek out a little bit of advice from us a lot. And hopefully people in other gyms that have the same staff. Yeah,
for sure. Like, for me, I think group classes are invaluable for someone just starting out, because number one, in a group class, you can hide in the back. So if you don't want
just
that,
watch what they're doing before. Like, I'm that station next, so I don't want to look like a dick. So what are they doing? You're doing your exercise. Like,
yeah.
You go to the next one.
So you can sort of like hide in the back and like look and see what people are doing. It's not the like one-to-one intense instructor that like some people might be like scared of. Whatever you do in that, it will get you moving and it will get your heart raised, which is box ticking. And you might even talk to people. You don't have to, but you might talk to people in these, and you might be like, oh, if you're doing this one, like when are you doing the next one? I might join in that one. You might make some friends. So personally, like, I think group classes are like really invaluable, and I love the ones we do here, because take Jamie as an example. Like, again, he's someone that hasn't stepped foot in a gym before here, and he did a couple of PT sessions with me, like you said, to be like, okay, I'll test the water, see where he's at, see what I think he needs to do. So I gave him some exercises, and then he was like, you know what, I really like the group sessions of just like high intensity, get in, get out. And he's been doing 4 a week for the last 3 years, like 4 years, something like that.
Comes on the gym floor nowadays, though. He'll get on the bench and that. You get to see.
So again, like the group sessions have given him confidence to like start coming into the gym, and that's quite a recent thing for him, to be fair. He's been going out on runs and stuff as well, but he's been starting to like venture into the gym now and be like, okay, right, these are the movements that we do quite a bit in group sessions. Like, I'm just going to do it on a squat rack instead, or I'm going to do it on a bench press or whatever. And again, like the people that do the the beginners Wednesday night and Friday nights, they have a great time. Like that is a community. And like, even if you just like literally watch and be like, oh, I'm not sure about this, like everyone's going to talk to you still.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for me, even if it's not here, even if you go down to local leisure centre, a JD gym, whatever it is, they have like Les Mills classes or whatever. Some of them are even interactive, that you can literally press play on the projector and you can do it on your own or with like a couple of others, or have like an instructor-led one. So like, there's so many options for group sessions, classes, whatever.
I remember, I think I was like trying to get back into exercise, and I was like, I love trampolining at school. I was really good at it. Like, I'm gonna have a look on Google and see what trampolining classes there are local to the area. Found one, turned up, and it was full of like 8-year-olds. And I'm like waiting. I was like, "It's your turn now." And I'm like, "Okay." Didn't do that class again.
Yeah, you actually did it.
As if you went.
I was there already.
You would have let it right nonce.
I actually did. It was the worst day
Why
ever.
didn't you just turn back when you realised that? It's like, oh, actually, I was just wanting to watch because my daughter might want to join that. Let me just go get my daughter. I might come play and then just fuck off.
Yeah.
Why did you hang around dancing with all the kids?
Trampoline.
You're like Elf.
Stop shaming.
That's what it'd been like.
Stop shaming me. I was really good. Got so much height.
I would have had to have been like, made an excuse, be like, oh, my water bottle's in my car, 2 seconds, gone.
Yeah, so don't do that.
Yeah, but no, I think group sessions are great.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think there is a lot like online now, which is easier to kind of find something that's suitable.
You can scope it out as well. Like, you
Yeah.
can look at the profile, look at the gym and go like, is that the place for me? What are the types of people that are training there like? What are the PTs there like? What's the ethos of the place?
Yeah.
Before you actually go down and realise, shit, this is not for me.
Yeah. So like, let's talk a little bit about gyms then, and like differences in gyms and where they might want to like go. So a JD gym or something like that is, for me, and like my experience with it, and like the big commercial gyms like Exercise for Less, like The Gym, Pure Gym, whatever, they're somewhere that you go and like you very much do your own thing, and you're not looking to like really talk to anyone. There's no real
Headphones on,
community
get in
there.
before work, get it done.
Yeah, like 24 hours, like if you want to go late at night. But there's a lot of machines there, so there's like safe options for whoever, but it's very much like you do your own thing, so you've got to be confident enough to go in there and like be on your own. Then looking at a CrossFit gym, for instance, a CrossFit gym is almost the opposite of that, where the gym is pretty much empty, and then you bring kit out for the group session that you are part of.
You've got to be like, although they're very inclusive and they'll get total beginners going in there, like doing one-to-ones and stuff, but it's to enter something like that, you've got to be quite like intermediate.
You've got to have something about you, haven't you, to do CrossFit? I know it got a bit of a bad rap, didn't it? Kind of in its
Heyday.
infancy. Yeah, people were like, oh, that's not a pull-up, and that's not a... Try and do a keeping pull-up. It's like the hardest thing in the world to do. So you've got to have almost like a gymnastics background to be able to do CrossFit.
There's a lot of skill in that, skill involved.
Yeah.
Then if we look at somewhere, say like the Graft House and the Ultraflex and somewhere like that, like the more like bodybuilding style gyms, again, as a novice, you can go there if bodybuilding is the route that you are like sort of looking to follow, because there's so many things there that you can learn from other people, from again just like getting in there and just watching. Like, even if you sit on a piece of kit, don't do anything and just like watch the person across from you, like you can learn so much stuff from just the people that are down there. And like, I'll say this, especially at Rotherham Ultraflex, like
that's next level. It's like the mecca of.
If I wanted to like learn bodybuilding, I would be going down there.
And you always see like Cuba training there, like high level bodybuilders, pros and stuff training. Cuba.
Yeah. So like, if if bodybuilding is the sort of route that you're thinking like, oh right, okay, that could get me into like physical activity because I want to get in better shape. So those sorts of gyms, those gyms do hold a purpose, but again, like they can be quite intimidating. I've not experienced like too much like friendly vibes. Like you go there as like groups of friends a lot of the time, but you don't really like, groups don't particularly interact that much, I've found.
From what I hear from people that walk through our doors, and it's usually from places like that and from the commercial gyms, because one, I think they thought it would be a good idea to be in a gym where you're like almost faceless, and then you realise you're kind of looking for something a little bit more from a place, and that's the kind of, that's the people that walk through our doors are then, okay, you know, I get that.
Yeah.
I get the body, like a bit of bodybuilding, I get a bit of powerlifting, I get a bit of weightlifting, I get a bit of strongman, like every kind of genre that you could look at is here, and it's quite like refreshing, which is nice. We just might as well just like talk about how good our gym is.
I mean, the reason why I ended up being a member here originally was because obviously I was affiliated with Braun, and we were doing some stuff down here, and then it wasn't until the fact that I got to the point in my powerlifting, I hate saying the career, where it's like training out of the shed, like between my gaps, it just wasn't quite cutting it on the kit that I had. I mean, I've got a good kit, but I didn't have a mono and stuff, and it was really tight in there. And then it's like what brought me down to then just stop working on a Monday night really, and just start training with the boys and stuff, and the crew was for them. I got a lot out of like people stepping in. I don't think I think the boom that I had in my powerlifting was probably down to the fact that I started like, I was getting good, and they got to the point where it's getting a bit stale, so I started coming down here, and I had the help that I got.
Yeah.
I think I was at that level at the point that I need to push the next level.
Yeah.
Like which gyms, because there's a lot of gyms that'll be, I don't know, in inverted commas, more IPF, where a lot of the gyms that I have happened to go to have been a mix of both. So they've done equip lifting, or they've just done rats, they've done monos. You don't really get that in a lot of places either. And it almost guides you into what kind of, like if you do go down the lifting route, what
Which
kind of lifting and which
stuff.
federation you're going to go into, which is a shame. That I think there's a lot of kind of probably elitism in lifting, where it's like, oh, if you happen to walk into a gym and they happen to be doing monos and wraps, and then you go into a federation that has that, it's like, well, we are IPF, so we're better than you.
Just come over here. Fuck those guys. Fucking cheating cunts in their raps.
Yeah, they don't know how. That's not a proper squat. That's not proper lifting. But even though like equip lifting that's what made powerlifting in the beginning. So
Yeah.
or brought it to light, so to speak.
I think with getting into gyms, the main considerations for me would be budget, and for some people don't have a big budget at all, and I fully respect that. Like some people are living like paycheck to paycheck, like on the breadline. Like we've got across the road, like there's the Nigerian food bank. Like those guys clearly struggle. It is a food bank, and there is a lot of them. Like it's super sad to see. So for people in a similar situation to that don't have the budget to spare £48 a month on like that's just the base membership down here, just to try and get moving any way you can. Couch to 5k, fantastic, and then look at your budget gyms, the council gyms, whatever, like around £20 a month, something like that. So if they,
I don't think they're more than that now.
Are they?
I don't think they're that cheap anymore.
Oh dear, I'm behind the times. But just to whatever like the sort of cheap gym is now, then just to try and get down there and just try and get moving, like copy people, whatever it is. Like I say, group sessions. Then if budget is less of an issue, me personally, I know this is like my facility, but I very much enjoy this place because like I like the atmosphere here. I didn't like the atmosphere at commercial gyms that I was at before because it was, like you said before, it was very faceless. It was very money driven. Like everyone was a membership number. There wasn't like names behind it. And then even like the PTing was just like, right, okay, all I've got to do is I've got to like find some clients, like I'll sell, do an hour of like sitting on a treadmill with someone and it's like, it's done. There wasn't much care in it, but down here there's a lot more care in what's going on. Like you both care a lot about your clients and how they're doing, and that's why I really like the place. So for people that have less budgetary constraints, even if it's not this place, get to Barbell Division down south. Where's Peach training at the minute? It's again near like Hampshire and that.
Something.
Yeah, I can't remember. But like around the country, there's loads of good private gyms that do take care of their members. So I think with budget not being that much of an issue, get into a place like this because the community will guide you. Like, yeah, it's a little bit scary coming in initially to see like, oh, we do have like leg press and that now, but there's very little safety equipment of like a treadmill.
Yeah, I think there's so much information. Like you've got YouTube. I mean, it's picking the right information, I suppose, as well. And if you're not sure if what someone is feeding you is correct, you can go down a path that you might not want to go down. However, there is a lot of information. And if you were scared of setting foot in a gym because you are not fit enough, not strong enough, all those excuses that you have, it's like, I can't go through there, everyone's going to look at me. You can just go for a walk, go for a run, do those things that don't cost any money, will get you fit if you've got the motivation to do it.
For sure.
If you haven't and you're finding that you haven't got motivation to do it and you're struggling to get to a place that you want to get to, then it is a good idea to then seek an alternative place to maybe get some motivation and a bit of help. Yeah.
Okay, so then let's move on to like the final bit of this. We are a person that has the budget to go to a gym that has personal trainers available, or coaches or online coaches or whatever. Like you are looking for some guidance. What are some red flags that you would encourage people to probably avoid from like being drawn into something that is not going to be particularly, I suppose everything's good for them. This is really difficult to say.
I think when someone's trying to sell you
Hard sell stuff.
When it's like, if you want to lose weight in X amount of days, or if you want glutes that are like mine in a short space of time, or if you want to, it's like,
That shit sells
it's
though.
like it's
Ripped in
good,
six,
like
60-minute
you wanna go
abs, 60-second abs.
You want to go to Ibiza and be like shredded, then follow this plan, and it's like, how about just having a healthy lifestyle, being consistent? I know it's not attractive, but it's like that's a big red flag for me. Someone selling something to me like that, which is, it's like, it's just like, yeah. I don't want any of that.
Yeah.
But it's the type of market though, like, you know, like me back in the day, young lad going to a lad's holiday, I'm gonna want that.
Yeah.
Get shredded in 6 weeks and stuff.
Yeah, it's, but I think that's that, you know,
Short term.
it's that short-term fix. So it's like, oh, I can switch the TV on with a remote control, so that's really, really easy. I can lose weight by, you know, like not eating correctly, and just, you know, starving myself or going on a fast or doing this cabbage diet or whatever it might be. It's like these short-term fixes which will get you a result in a short amount of time. Yeah, probably.
It's not sustainable.
But it isn't sustainable, and it's like, where are you going to find yourself after that?
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really good point, because a short-term fix for me is a red flag, and also it's, again, what you said about like sustainability. My green flags from a coach are autonomy from the client. I want a coach to explain to me what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. So at some point when the coach is on holiday, or when they've moved away, or when I've moved away, or like whatever happens, I can come into a gym and be like, I know what to do, I'm confident in what I'm doing. I don't just want to be like, right, okay, this exercise to this exercise to this exercise, not really understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. The coach like manually altering like my position, not telling me like where I'm going, what I'm doing, and like I have no autonomy in the training process, because come that time when the coach is on holiday or whatever reason, you can't do anything. Like you are stuck.
Yeah.
So that for me is a red flag. And the other red flag is looking at coaches' clients and seeing or not seeing improvements. So I wanna look through and I wanna see like the caliber of clients that they have, because I want a good variety of like range in how they coach people. I want to see that they can coach people from all different backgrounds.
Medium, background, yeah.
And I want to see that they can positively affect all the different backgrounds, not just have like, fair enough,
like
students,
but they're all lifting elite and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough if they have a niche. They might have a niche of severe fat loss from going from like 200 kilos to 150 kilos, but that's not me. So then I wouldn't want them to try and sell me coaching, because if all of their clients are 200
loss.
Kilos,
Yeah.
I'm not in for weight loss. I want to get stronger. So I think looking at what the coach specializes in, and again, like people come in here and they say like, oh, I want to do whatever it might be, and I'm like, right, okay, I'm not the coach for you. Go to Jen, go to Wiley, like go to Rose, like they want weightlifting, like or whatever it is. Like I respect that everyone has their specialties. I have my own specialties, but I'm not going to try and say to the next person that comes in that says like, oh, I just want to do a bit of fat loss. I'm not going to be like, I am the coach for you.
Yeah. It's a big red flag, I think, if like I've had someone who came to me for coaching and they said, are you going to be able to give me 200 kilo deadlift in X amount of time? No. Like, I'm not promising you that, because that's not what we do. I don't know what can happen in between that time. I don't know what kind of person, how you train, like what's going to affect that. You know, it's like, I can't promise you these things. And someone, I think, saying, if you come to me, I will do this, this and this for you. I think that's a big red flag, saying you can give something to someone that you can't promise. So yeah, that's a big red flag for me. And like you were saying, basically, as a coach, you do wear many hats. So, you know, there's the mental aspect that you try and help with, but you're not quite, you know, a psychologist, or, you know, there's a movement aspects, but you're not quite into biomechanics. And there's all sorts of little, like, you're good at everything, but you're not, you know, master of all trades, which we we'll go back into that one.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah. But if you, like, I don't know nutrition, so someone coming to me and saying, okay, so I want to train and I want to do da 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 da, and I also want to lose da da da, and it's like, I know people who are miles better than me at this, and I will steer you in that direction if that's the direction that you want to go. And I think that to me is a green flag. You being able to steer someone to get to where they need to go to, and not just because you want to rack up £100 and put it in your own pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's an interesting one because like nutrition for me is a big one. And unless you have a good knowledge behind it, like me, over the years I have done like so much movement stuff and so much performance stuff, like I haven't put time or energy into doing nutrition plans. So if I was to do a nutrition plan and do it properly, it would take me a long time, and I'm going to charge for my time. So I think, right, okay, there's no point in me doing that. I refer everyone to Dan because Dan, in my eyes, is one of the best at what he does. He's one of my best mates. Like, I fully trust him. And it is what he does. Like, it takes him no time at all to like set someone up. He's got all of his spreadsheets like ready, set, go.
Yeah.
And like, he is insanely smart, so he can help with like all issues no matter what. And he's doing his like medical degree, so even when you're like digestive issues or whatever, it's like, talk to Dan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for me, like I always shift people like for nutrition in that way, but I don't think nutrition should be glossed over. I don't think it should. I don't think a lot of the time people should accept just like calories on a notes, like a screenshot on a notes page. Just be like, all right, hit these calories today, hit these calories tomorrow. I don't think people should accept that.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more that goes
What's the
behind
split?
Yeah.
Days you training, not training, where you're at, where's your step count, and what's the how
Yeah,
active
yeah.
are you? What's your lifestyle like?
Yeah.
So all those other factors.
Yeah,
certain
and
times of the month.
like what your body reacts to, like
Yeah.
all the micronutrients and stuff, bloods and that. Like people aren't, when they want to get into nutrition, people aren't taking that into account. Like nutrition is the health of someone a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's their health markers, isn't it? So there's hormones and all sorts that kind of are involved.
Yeah, and like I know you do nutrition, but like I respect you for that. I could not.
No, just because like people already find it difficult to stick to a fucking program. Do nutrition, I don't do that many anymore. But the only times I did do it and it was worth it was when I took a client to a bodybuilding stage. I did that twice with her. She did quite well, and it was really, really nice because it was difficult, but she paid off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
hard,
also I've had
isn't it?
Matty as well, where Matty, I've got him back now, but I remember I got him down from like 95 down to 82 at one point. Then he went away for a while and come back, and he's sitting around at 103, and we got him down from 114. So we're still ticking away, hoping to get him down to 96 by Christmas or so.
Yeah. That's
But
really
they're the people
difficult
that's
as
worth
well,
doing
isn't
it for.
Yeah.
Like recomping someone, you know, not just like, okay, we're going to go on a diet.
Yes, you're gonna die now. You're
Yeah.
at 500 calories.
It's like actually making someone,
Yeah.
you know, diet down and have like a composition that they want to have. Like
Still
the
maintain some
expertise
strength.
in that. Yeah.
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 At the end of the day, a long story short, you shouldn't have a yes man as a coach. I don't think.
Yeah.
If you're saying like, oh, I want to do powerlifting. Yeah, I'm powerlifting world champion. I'll be able to do that. Oh, I also want to be able to do like some running on the side. Yeah, no stress. I can do that. Oh,
I'm not hybrid enough for that.
Like you shouldn't have a yes man as a coach. The coach should be able to say like, okay, yeah, I am powerlifting world champion, but I'm not an elite runner. You need a running coach.
Yeah.
Or I'm not a nutritionist. You need a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I feel like another red flag is when people work in absolutes. Only do keto because this is where only this and that's how it's
Yeah.
not
Only
me.
starve yourself till.
Yeah, that's why I work with Alex, because I know that he came from like a vegan. He was a vegan at one point, and he came from a bodybuilding background. So I knew that by going to him, I wasn't just going to get someone that's just done powerlifting, where I'll get a top single and fucking nothing else to do, or just do SBD all the time. I knew that going with him, I was going to get a lot more hypertrophy and a mix of backgrounds.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be too one-dimensional, where you're going to only eat this or you're going to only do this. So that's why I work with him, and he has a coach as well. So I get drip fed some stuff. It's always nice to experiment with different things, rather than this method or no way, my way or no way.
Yeah.
And injuries as well. trying to kind of navigate through that when there's physios and people who actually.
I send my guys. I'm working with Aaron Mofo with Adela and stuff after she sort of like tore her quad and a rope in a squat about a year and a half ago, and then we've been working closely together and she's back to where she was before. I mean, I'm not going to lie and be like, oh well, I've seen Mike do this and I've experienced this, so let's just try and work together. No mate, just go see them and report back and we're going to work together.
Yeah.
There'll be things that crop up in lifting that you see all the time that you can hopefully deal with, and then when it gets to a certain point where it's like,
it's out of your scope at that point. Just don't swing your dick and just accept the fact that you're not that smart. It's not your field. You're not that smart. It's not you anymore. It's someone else's job.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is one of them, and like I think you do have to be a lot of the time critical on the coach you have. Like when I was getting into coaching, like coming out of uni and out of like my masters, I had like a very wide range of athletes that I was coaching. So at that point I was doing a lot of work for all these like different athletes, and it was incredibly rewarding because I could think like, right, okay, this is a cyclist, she's about to go on world tour, what do I need to do for her? This is a sailor that is in his off season, like what do I need to do for him? This is a biathlete, what do I need to do for her? Like there were so many different things in different seasons, and I was like, that, like I absolutely loved that. But I came from a science background, and that was what I did. I was the S&C coach for all these different people, and like it was my job. I don't think the Baz from down the road that's just passed his level 3 should be offering the same thing and should be saying like, oh yeah, I'll take like these people on, but it's just one of them. Like
there's just levels, isn't it?
Yeah, I love a challenge of someone coming in new that like I can work around. But like I said, I'm not gonna say I can do something if I can't do it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna kid yourself.
Yeah.
That's how when I was like, do you know what? I was contemplating maybe leaving Leeds because like when I was the gym that I was working down there, they cut my hours from like 24 to like 10, and then it was like, fuck, this place might even shut down. I might have to go back home in Newcastle, and it was like, right, I'm gonna have to look for another job. So before I was working for Nando's because they accepted me, I was like trying to just like, retail manager. Yeah, I could do that. Door-to-door salesman. Yeah, I can do that. Wear a suit every day, knock on doors, and be really confident talking to people. I was just like, who are you fucking kidding? I was just like, I don't like talking to people anyway. Never mind fucking trying to sell something to them.
Is it like Little Britain where he's like,
there's Little Britain, he's at the airport, he was like,
burger.
Oh, Chancellor. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And the Burger King. Yeah. He's trying to train the
the guy to do the till. Burger.
Yeah. I was just kidding myself. I could do that. Yeah, just don't. If you take on a client where it's definitely out your scope, just send it to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably had that the other day with myself and Andy, and it was Claire who was looking for some coaching. So she was like, I want a little bit of guidance. And she was talking to both of us, and none of us said anything. She's like,
she's mine.
I was waiting for you. Yeah,
fuck off, she's mine.
Waiting for you two to kind of go like, take me. And we were like, well, what do you want? we both do different things, so we can't we're not going to go, I'll take you.
Yeah.
We need to know what you want, and if we can help you, and if we can't, then it's going to be somebody else, or like you or whatever. And I always do the same with Andy. Like if someone comes to me with strongman, I'm like, you need to go and see this guy because he would be better than me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I always had a guy just messaged me for online coaching. I was like, I'm not taking anyone on, but I sent him towards my mate Craig Orange because this kid comes from a strongman background, wanting to do some damage in powerlifting. I says Craig does both, and he coaches both at the same time, so you better off going to him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Right. Let's wrap up. That's a good place to finish, I feel. A lot of information there. A lot of hopefully useful information on where to start, avenues to go, different options.
What to ask coaches, and what to look for if you do ask those questions and what they say.
Yeah.
And maybe question.
Yeah. Next week we're going to go down. We're going to go down further into the fitness journey, and we're going to be like, right, okay, you are someone that is looking at getting into coaching.
Oh,
So
gosh.
you want to be a coach.
Just do a comp and then you'll be qualified then, right?
Yeah.
Just do one comp, mate. Just do one qualifier, one bodybuilding show, and then, yeah,
Then you're the guy.
elite nutritionist.
Yeah. So yeah, next week we're going to talk about how if you are thinking about being a coach or doing something like that,
Don't do it.
yeah, don't do it. But what to potentially do. Right. Thank you very much for watching and listening. See you next week.
Right, let's get some food before I've got Amy.